Well, y'all, I haven't made a video in a minute, but that's because I've been waiting on my radiator. And there it is. Got to do a little modifying to it to slightly, all I got to do is like cut this up. I'll cut it up to this hole, cut this little chunk out right here on both sides. A little chunk right there. And then, hold on, I'll figure this out. Now I'm just going to sit you down. And then I will put this. Okay. Whoa. It's cutting that out. It's going to save me that little, got a notch out right there for the, okay. Yeah, I got to notch that out for the little frame piece right there. As you can see right there. It's falling. But I got the trans cooler. And then I don't really have to notch this side out because of the way it's made. But I will just because it is sitting a little too high. And plus the original radiator cap sit here in the middle where this little groove is at. And as you can see, it's just to the right. And put it in here. That way, then this will lower it down. Then that'll be fine. Oops. Come here. Sorry, y'all. But yeah, got the radiator. It came with the built-in trans cooler and a radiator cap. Woo! But this was a lot cheaper than fixing the old one or even buying a new one made for this thing, because this was right here was 116 free shipping. The original kind for those is 190 free shipping, but still. And this one, it just looks cooler. Oh yeah, I don't know if I showed it yet, but I got the water pump installed, and I cleaned the thermostat housing and new thermostat and gasket. I got that little mesh right there installed on the back of the grill. You can see it right there. This is the grill mesh that you can get for a Jeep YJ. That's what this little hole is through it for, because that's where your hood release is on a YJ, is up here. That screws to the front of the Jeep. It was on my parts Jeep I had for my YJ. I put it on here. Looks cool, and it'll give some protection to the Jeep radiator. Yeah, there's the new water pump and new thermostat and old housing, because I just ran the wire over to that thermostat housing, or to that coolant temperature sensor right here. Got the wire. I just extended the wire to the sensor right there. I was like, yeah, I'll deal with that later if I do. Still debating on whether or not to put the heater core in this to give me heat on the inside of there if I actually ever drive this thing in weather that I need to have heat. And then once I do that, I just gotta still hook up the rubber gas lines to the tank, to the metal lines I already ran. There's the battery. I had to use it for starting my generator from our power being out for a couple days because of the bad weather we had. But I got this with the original cover for the Jeep. And then this screws down, bam, right there with these 4 screws that I have right here. And that's for my fuel sending. I got it all hooked up. It's all hooked up right here. Yep, red and blue, red and blue. License plate light. I'm still gonna find something, a little rubber thing I could screw to here. That way this ain't hitting up against the, whatchamacallit. I'll put a rubber thing, big rubber stopper that it sticks out past this, or even put a little rubber stopper like right here on the back of this, so when it does hit that, it's not metal on metal. Well, I got my alternator tested. It is still good. It only sucked because taking it off, that bolt broke, so I had to drill the bolt out, and now I'm just gonna have to nut and bolt it, which ain't nothing because it's pry with some tension and tighten the bolt up and it's tight. Yeah, there she is with her new lights. Soon she'll be on wheels. Once I'm gonna try to have time to put her on the ground this weekend, put the radiator in. And oh yeah, the new headlights I bought with the new regular thingies, just use my factory plug-ins for the headlights. There's those. So now all I gotta do is change the bulb. That stays in place. Those don't change, and they're glass. That's what I like, but I think I mentioned that already. But yeah, they plug in to the factory ones. Nothing really else is done to the Jeep because I've been waiting on this, that, and waiting for me to get paid and have the money to get this. And then I'll get this in hopefully this weekend and fill her up with coolant, and I'll be able to test drive her for the first time. Still figuring out the wiring. Well, I know what the wires work. I just gotta get the button for the power mirrors. I gotta get one that is on an older car, because some of the ones that I've gotten here, this one's off a Ford, this one's off another Ford, because they're actually pretty much the same thing, just a different car. And this one's off a Dodge Avenger. All of these have like a module that's in the door that helps control them. And I got to find an older one that don't use those modules, make it work better, because I have less wires that I got to mess with. Because that's a lot of wires to deal with. But then once I get that figured out, I'll be able to have my power mirror right here. And I got a piece of metal I'll put up that's a little bit bigger than the mirror itself. That way the wind ain't pushing on the mirror. It has resistance, or has that. I don't know if I showed y'all these, but I installed the orange marker lights like I did the red ones back here. I got the orange ones up here. I just haven't gotten them wired in. And I got those orange ones right there to go with the red ones. Just got to wire them in, which ain't nothing. That's wires right here. I'll just run them back and connect them to those wires, which would be easy. Because plus, yeah, there's the original radiator. This is the radiator that came out of my parts Jeep, my YJ. As you can see, it's a little too big to fit in there. It actually it go like that, so you can see it's slightly too big to fit in there. And there's my new cheapo tires, but they're brand new and not bias ply tires like the ones that were on this thing. And then, yeah, I haven't done much to this thing because just been waiting. And then, oh yeah, I got the wire to hook up those front orange marker lights. I found me some, I know I had that wire somewhere. Probably have it up here. Now when you want something, you can't find it. When you're not looking for it, you'll be able to find it. But it was some kind of electronic wire, a roll of it. Looks like it's like 2 or 3 stranded. I can use that way. That way it's all in a little case and all that good stuff. But alrighty, I guess that's going to be it for the moment because I can't think of anything else. And maybe I could cut that white piece from the original mirror. But we'll see. Alrighty. I'll make another video when I get the radiator in and started her back up and all that. So we all will be able to see her go and drive. I'm still trying to think of a name, and if she's actually a she or a he, I'm still debating on that. Alrighty, talk to y'all later. Bye.